Hey, what's going on, everybody? Scott here. Today we're at Red Rocket Truck Stop. Uh, Wanted to do kind of something, I don't know, I don't want to say different, but kind of a little more, uh, I don't know, lore friendly, I guess, which is kind of mainly what I do. But, I'd kind of gotten away from doing settlement walls there for a little bit, and I'm not going back to putting walls at everything, but I really felt that this settlement really needed one. I really did, because it's a uh, very small settlement. And then I've downloaded a wall or a mod that adds more junk walls, so you're not stuck with just the same old thing. It adds a lot more texture and different things to your walls that you can use that I really like and I really thought looked really good. Uh, so I'm really happy with the way the wall came out. I really am, and a little bit like that guard post, that's from Thematic and Practical. That fits right in with a junk wall. And I love how it uses different things like the car there or the truck with the sandbags. And, it just adds a lot of variety to a junk wall to make it look not so same old, same old. So we'll head on in here and, I kind of wanted to make this settlement kind of a scavenger based type settlement, Um, and I love those guard posts. That one's from Thematic and Practical. I think they really did a great job with it. I really like the way, and those stairs snap right to the edge of it. You can put them on the side like I have it, or at the end. And then Thematic and Practical also gives you the different things to make individual caravan posts for the individual caravanners. Like this one is for Trash Can Carla, and it gives you a scavenging station for her that only she uses. So when Trash Can Carla comes by, if she's not sitting in her chair, and that's her chair, only she sits there, she'll go over and use the scavenging station. And the little cap stash, that's what brings Trash Can Carla to your settlement. And I've got one for Doc Weathers that we'll see, and one for Cricket, and one for Lucas that we'll see in a little bit. But we'll continue up the wall. You see those cars? That's another part of the Junk Walls expansion. I don't remember the exact name of it. Forgive me, I'm sorry, but it's really cool. And then I didn't want to put down just a regular outhouse, so I made a little bathroom, and I used part of the Symbiotic Settlements, and it gives you that water barrel there with the pipe. Now that actually adds 2 water to your settlement, so it snaps right to the edge of the wall there. So it's a pretty neat thing, and it looks cool, that you're collecting the rainwater and stuff. And then I wanted to have a real bathroom, and then with Symbiotic Settlements, you can place those pipes, and then the sink and the toilet snap right to the pipes. Now, in order for that to work, you have to build the sewage plant, which is this right here. It looks like it doesn't do anything, doesn't add water or anything, but it acts as the sewage for your toilet and your sink, and it does work. It comes with the water animations, and it gives you clean water to work with. And then Symbiotic Settlements also gives you the new kind of prefab tub. And then in the Unlock Settlement Objects mod, in the experimental stuff, it gives you the bath water. So then I just use Place Anywhere to place the water in the tub. Give them a nice place to take a bath. Because who wouldn't want to sit in a bath? I just gave them a nice little bathroom here for them to use. I love it. I really like the way those come out. And this was part of the Unlock Settlement Objects mod. You unlock that for in your junk wall pieces, and it's really great to make for a guard post up there on the top. So you just place the stairs to it, and then I placed a guard mat there on top. Then added some railings and things like that to give it a more kind of fortified look. Then you got the space underneath, so I just put a chemistry station down underneath it, and every once in a while one of the settlers come over and they use the chemistry station, so you get a little bit of movement and interaction with it. Then we'll move around the outside here, and you can see I used one of the like shack bridges, and I placed anywhere, I've moved it in a little bit to give it a little bit of a shelf to place some sandbags up there to really give it more of a fortified guard post look. And then I've got the turret on top. Really happy with the way that came out. And we'll keep moving on around here. This is another one of the scavenging areas. You know, the car, the vending machine, the refrigerator, the motorbike, the diagnostic cart, those are all interactive. I think it was workshop interactive objects, I think is the mod. And they give animations that, you know, when my scavenger there, when he's not working at the scavenging station, he'll like act like he's fixing the vending machine or scrapping it, or, you know, you get animations out of that. And then this is Cricket's little area here. I didn't put up the caravan awning and stuff, but that's Cricket's chair, and then the cap stash is what brings her, and then that's her workbench that only Cricket uses. So when she shows up, she sits there on the tire and sells her weapons and stuff. And of course we got the pick-me-up station, and then I love the booze stills. So I gotta have a guy making booze. And I didn't decorate a whole lot inside the shacks because I put so much outside. I really had a problem making this video because my game kept crashing like every minute or so in making the video, because I think I went just a little too far with my decorations and things. But we got the windmill for water, and then you know, we'll get to that area in a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys my stairway to get on top of the Red Rocket. I took that shipping container and I shrunk it down using Place Anywhere, dropped it down a couple of sizes, and then was able to fit the stairs right up there. And then up on the building, that's the turret shelf or the turret rack that you can place on a wall or something. I like using it because it looks like it attached right to the building, so I don't have to like use scaffolding or anything to get it to look like it's got structure to it, that it's there. And there you can see through the stairs and see how it's attached to the building. And then that brings you up to my diner, my little cafe here on top of the Red Rocket. We got plenty of crates and storage and, you know, decorations around. And this was another spot where my game started freezing up on me a lot while I was up here. You know, I would be able to record about 20-25 seconds and then my game would freeze. Because I think I went just, you can see that the video jumping around. That's the game freezing up and me having to restart it and everything else again. But I really like how the roof came out. I thought it came out looking pretty cool. I'm sorry I couldn't spend that much time up there. The game just kept crashing up there. Now we'll head over here. Now I know I got what looks like an outhouse right there, but that's actually from the Better Stores mod. It's called a farmhouse, and you assign someone to it, and it adds 10 food to your settlement. And then I've also got some rad rabbits down from Better Stores. Each rabbit is 0.5 food. So I've got 4 rabbits. That's 2 food that it adds. And they stay close to that little cage. Then, of course, I love having my bonfire areas. You know, it's a great place for the settlers to sit and relax and drink and hang out, whatever. Then that railing right there, that's from Crimson Rider's Unique Furniture. That's, you put it up like a regular railing, but it's got an animation to it where they lean against it. and then just some regular beds in there. Like I said, I didn't really decorate on the inside because I got so much outside. My game was already freezing up every time I was walking through here anyway. But I got a few little crops, and then this shack here, you guys remember, this is where I put my hidden armory from my armory video last week. And I get a chicken back in there again. So weird. But I love the way the armory came out. If you guys want to check out that video from last week, the armories really came out cool. Then I got, some more beds, some tonight you sleep on the couch beds and stuff. And then out on the back side, I gave them a little barbecue area. Little porch. They can sit out there and drink and cook and whatever. And it's right here next to my rad stag pen. Then this is Lucas's area. When he comes by, he'll sit and he'll use his armor bench, and you can walk over and buy your armor from Lucas. Then the rad stag, that's from Better Stores. I like using those because that adds 5 food to the settlement, and it's cool to build a little pen for it. Then we got another water, and then we got the rad chickens, and they tend to stay kind of close. Although they're not really staying close right now to the cage right there. They love going over and underneath that shack for some reason. Then we'll kind of check out what's underneath the awning here of the Red Rocket. And over here I set up a robotics kind of scavenging robotics station. Now right here by this I've got an invisible mat down. It's an invisible scavenging station. So when my scavenger's there, he'll stand there with a clipboard and a pen like he's the one working there. And then that robot on the ground is a scavenging station. And obviously I didn't place it right because now it's laying down. It was standing up. And my scavenger is kind of glitched into the support there. But whatever. Then we'll come around. This is Doc Weathers. I've added a newsstand that's from Crimson Riders. They come over and lean against it. Look like they're reading a paper. And then Doc Weathers' caravan spot. That's Weathers' chair. And then he comes with a chemistry bench that only Weathers uses. So when he's here, he'll play with the chemistry bench and things like that. And then my vehicles. I like putting vehicles underneath here, especially the buses, because they're a good way to make housing out of it. And I went with a Nuka World bus, being that Nuka World's not that far away from where we're at here by the Red Rocket. And then the truck, that's another interactive piece. They scrap it. Then I've just got some beds and some tonight you sleep on the couch beds in there. And then we'll head inside. The Settlement Objects expansion pack has a entire section of glass walls, and so I used the Place Anywhere to place them in there to actually put glass back in the windows. Sometimes I do it with the warehouse glass walls, but I like these glass walls a little better. So that's a power armor statue. It's not interactable or anything, but it looks cool. And we'll check out the garage here. You can see it jumping around. That was the game freezing up on me and me having to get back. The game freezing up. I have to stop recording, turn the game off, restart the game, try to get back to where I was. Oh, just a pain. But this is my general trader that I put inside.
Hey.
And in here, I didn't use any do-it-yourself. All of this stuff on the shelves I hand stacked, and then using the Place Anywhere mod, I turned it all static so they can't knock it over. And I'm sorry I can't spend that much time in there, but my game was really, really freaking out on me. It was stopping every few seconds. But this is my my Red Rocket truck stop. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. I appreciate that so much when you guys do that. And if you got any questions or comments, please leave a comment. You know, I'm always happy to answer questions or read feedback or anything at all. But this one was a lot of fun. It just shows that, yeah, you can build a little too much and start having problems with your game. Like I said, my game was about every 20 seconds I would record and the game would freeze up on me. So I apologize for not being able to spend too much time in certain places in here, but I think my next video, I think I'm going to head over and build at Outpost Zemanja. I've got some pretty good ideas about what to do over there, and I haven't built there in a while, so you guys, you know, subscribe for more. There's always more coming up. So have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.